my channel if you're new here, and if you are coming back from another video, then welcome back. Today I'm going to be going over my 2025 vision board from last year. I made a video and I never posted it, so I'm going to take the time today to go over it and see what I did accomplish and what I did not accomplish in 2025, and I'm going to share the journey with you guys. But first, we're going to take a look at me making my 2025 vision board last year. I'm here with my visions that I printed out and my construction paper that I taped together because I didn't have time to go get a vision board from the store like I wanted to, but I might still get one to tape or glue this onto just so it's sturdy and able to preserve, because I really do want this to be preserved for a long time. And usually my vision boards on construction paper, sometimes they rip because it's flimsy. But anyways, I am excited about the pictures I got. They're so pretty. I can't wait to show you guys how my vision board comes out and to bring you guys along for the journey of making my vision board with me. In 2025, I want to backpack, I want to plan my wedding and enjoy my engagement, and figure out how to pay off my wedding on time and not have any debt from my wedding. I want to work out outside more and ditch my college debt. And I also started off with $120K college debt and I'm down to $29K now. I want to have a party just like this with balloons, and I really want to celebrate when I finally reach zero of debt because that's a big deal. I want to have more board game nights with friends and more camping nights with friends. I want to finally say yes to getting my wedding dress, and that means I want to go to wedding shops and try on dresses. I also want to be organized and getting my vendors done on time before my wedding in 2026. and I want to hike more, and I have quite a lot of hiking all over here, including these boots, and I want to go outside on more nature walks. It doesn't have to just be a mountain walk, and I want to dance more, whether that's outside or inside, and I have some more dance. I want to read my book on the beach, which I have a couple for that because I want to do that on numerous occasions. I want to, let me see, I want to journal more, and I have another journal down here. And I hope to do a little more art therapy for myself. And I want to go to Chicago really badly and swim in a Great Lake and go see like a new city with my friends. And I also have these because I really want to do like girls swimming days and weekends with my friends. So that's a big goal of mine. I also want to go to the Miami EDM Festival for my birthday weekend with my fiance Nick. And I want to try spin classes really badly and have more smoothies at home. And I also really want to try to cook more at home. And again, game nights, more camping, and concerts and shows with Nick, and couples hangouts, either indoors or outdoors. And I really want to try a board game cafe, and I chose this one to represent that because it has a little drink, and I figured that could represent getting a nice drink at a cafe and trying some board games. And I really want to do that in winter to kind of beat the seasonal depression. But I also do love snow, and unfortunately we don't get as much snow in New England anymore, but I really want to go up to New Hampshire for a weekend and do some snowshoeing and play in the snow. And I also want to do more bubble baths and cozy reading inside. I really want to do island camping and go like kayaking or canoeing with all my camp set up, and I have another one to show for that. And I want to go kayaking in general because I love to kayak. I mean, I do it every year, but I just want to include it this year as well. And I really finally want to do travel vlogging. Lots of pretty locations, lots of cool stuff, and I just want to show you guys and share my journey with you. So there's my 2025 vision board. 2025 was a really fun and exciting year for me, but it was also really stressful at a lot of times. And I definitely was not able to complete everything on my bucket list, but I did complete some of the stuff, and progress is progress, right? So I'm happy to share with you guys what I was able to accomplish in 2025. So first, I wanted to do backpacking camping, and I was not able to do that because I was not able to build my stamina well enough. By the time I built my hiking stamina, it was like late summer, early fall, and then it got too cold to do a backpacking camping trip. But I did find a cool place to go, the Kearsarge Tower camping location in New Hampshire. I'll put that down here below, but I'm hoping to do that in 2026, hopefully. But I was able to get a lot of reading on the beach done this summer. My family loves to go to Cape Cod, and so does Nick's. So we joined my family, and I was able to do some reading on the beach, which was really nice and calming and a good break from the chaos of my job. I was able to say yes to the dress this year. I can't show you guys yet, but if you stay and subscribe, then maybe you can see my dress in August or September after the August wedding, and we'll post some videos about that when that happens. I have a camping picture here. I was not able to do camping with friends, unfortunately. I did have a trip in the books with my friends, but it fell through. It just didn't work for everyone's schedules and everyone's availability, so that's okay. But I'm not sure that will happen either this year because everyone's so busy, but potentially in the future it would be nice. And I was not able to do a board game cafe, but I did do some board gaming with Nick at home, which was nice. But I still do really want to do friend groups going out to board game cafes this year, hopefully. And you know, things will be busy with wedding planning and whatnot, but hopefully after the wedding next fall, before the end of the year, we can get in a lot of board game time with friends. I did want to finish paying off my student loans, and I was able to do that. I started off with over 100K of student loans for my bachelor's in expressive art therapy from Lesley University, but I did pay that off this year finally after graduating in 2020. It took me 5 years to pay it off, and living at home with my dad really helped me be able to afford to pay that off. So I'm really proud of myself for being able to do that. I was able to spend a lot of time around water. However, I didn't really do a picnic specifically like this photo, but I did do a river float and had a picnic on the river in the river float with Nick down in, I believe, Virginia. And that was during our little vacation we did. And then I was also able to have a lot of smoothies out and about at cafes this year, but I wanted to save money and make smoothies at home, and I did not get around to doing that. I didn't have a lot of time because I'm a traveling in-home therapist for kids, and I'm on the road a lot, so I did not have time, unfortunately, to spend making smoothies before I left the house every day, but hopefully this year that's something I want to carry forward with me and try to do more in 2026. I really wanted to try out spin classes this year. I did get a membership at the YMCA. However, I was not able to go yet to do spin classes. I did use the gym a couple times, but I'm hoping to go this year and use the spin classrooms and lessons and try a new form of exercise. I did get to go to my trip for my 28th birthday to Miami with Nick, and we did go to Ultra Music Festival, which was really fun, probably a highlight of my 2025, and we do have a vlog of that, so we will be posting that soon for you guys to see as well. And I did really want a nice engagement photo shoot, and we were able to do that and get some awesome engagement photos together, so I'm excited that we were able to complete those, and now we have our save the dates to hand out to our guests for our wedding in August, so that's super exciting. Here's a little journal, and I did just want to do a lot of journaling this year. I was able to do a little bit of journaling, but not a lot, as much as I would like to, but I'm hoping to do more of that in 2026. So here's just a positive notebook quote that says, "A little by little becomes a lot." And I think that was just about kind of momentum and progress, and I think the fact that I did some of these in full and some of these partially and some of these goals I didn't make it to shows a lot about the concept of a little by little becomes a lot. And I'm hoping to kind of complete some of these that I didn't get to this year, next year, hopefully. And we have a kayaking camping trip. I wanted to kind of backpack and pack all of our supplies onto a kayak or canoe and then go off to an island and camp overnight. I thought that would be a really cool excursion, and we did not get around to doing that. I did want to do it in the Adirondacks, because they are known to have island camping campgrounds. However, we did do an Adirondack trip as well for Labor Day. Even though we didn't do island kayak camping, we did do camping, and we did also stay in a hotel for one night, and we did do a hike as well. That was really nice. So we will also be showing you guys that Labor Day vlog soon once we finish editing it. This is a picture of a tripod with a camera and a pretty location with some flowers. I did just want to focus on vlogging, especially like trip vlogging this year, when we go on all of our adventures, hikes, vacations, and weekends away. And I did vlog, although I did not follow through with editing. So this year my goal is to follow through with editing and posting when I go on adventures. This is a picture of someone stretching and getting ready to do a workout or a little jog. Jogging wasn't necessarily on my list to do because I've never been a jogger. But I think just working out and like walking and hiking more was on my list, and I was definitely able to do a lot of hiking this year. Here's another hiking boots, and just that sun coming down through the trees. That's like my favorite thing ever when I'm on a nature walk or hike. So I did get to use my hiking boots a lot this year for new hikes and building stamina. That was really nice. And I'm hoping to continue to try to work on being healthy and working out and staying in shape this year. Here is a picture of a flamingo float with some girls on it at the water. I did want a girls swimming day. Unfortunately, that did not happen. Me and my girls were all a little too busy with other things going on in our life. However, Nick and I were able to hang out in some floats at sunset on Lake Erie during our vacation road trip that we did this year. We also vlogged that road trip, so we will show you guys that video too this year. But that was really fun and really nice. It was on my list for a long time to get to swim in a Great Lake, and that's the first Great Lake I've ever got to swim in. We went there for 4th of July week, and it was really beautiful. So that was really nice. I did want to go to Chicago too as part of our little road trip, but it ended up being a little far away, and we wanted to take planes. But side story, during our Miami vlog, my passport and Nick's passport got misplaced, and we were not able to get it back. And that was right before the Real ID thing happened. So because of the Real ID thing not happening yet in the US, we were able to fly back without our passports, but we left our passports in our Airbnb, and we were never able to get them back. But that's okay, because we did get them recently renewed, but we were not able to fly to Chicago because it's a little far from Massachusetts. So we did a road trip instead, in Lake Erie in Ohio is about how far we made it out in that road trip. And over here I have a person doing some hiking in the snow. I did want to do a snow hike. I was able to do one snow hike with my friend, and that was like in January or February of 2025, and I really want to do that more this year. I love like snowshoeing. I want to try cross country skiing as well, and it's just so beautiful, like seeing the snow freshly fallen on the trees. It's definitely a thing that I love about New England in the winter time. However, we haven't got as much snow as I like to get recently in Massachusetts, so we might have to go up to New Hampshire for a good snow hike this year. I did want to do a lot of bubble bath reading this year, and I was able to do that. I had a goal to read 12 books, and I did read 12 books, one per month, and that was definitely one of my favorite parts of 2025 as well. Just getting to kick back in a bubble bath after a long day and read a book. I have a little strip of a plant just because I like to be around nature and plants, and I want to get more plants this year. I don't have too many more plants, but I do have a decent amount, and we put up some fake vines and fake flowers from our engagement. Actually, Nick had a lot of fake sunflowers from our engagement, and he still had them, so he put them up in our room. So that's been nice in the winter and daylight savings to look at. I have a dancing photo that was very important to me this year to get back into dance. I was a dancer for jazz and contemporary in high school as well as college. Unfortunately, I did not get into dance again after college for a while. I did for 1 year, I think 2023, and then I bounced back out of it again. So I bounced back into dance in 2025. I have a dance show coming up in a couple weeks. Actually, I'm really excited. I'm dancing to a Beyonce song, and I'm dancing to River by Bishop and Briggs, I think, or maybe something else. I don't know, I forget, but I'm honestly just gonna put it down here so I get it right and I'm not lying. Over here I have wanting to cook more. I did not get around to that. I had way too much takeout this year, unfortunately, just because my job, again, is just being on the road a lot. And finally, over here I have a couple holding hands at a concert. I wanted to go to a lot of nice live music, concert and shows with Nick, and just have a good time for a date night this year a couple times. And we were able to go to a lot of shows. Maroon 5, the Jonas Brothers, which was really cool because JoJo was there, who sings like Leave, Get Out, and actually she's from Massachusetts, which is really cool. I know we went to a couple shows from his brother-in-law's band, Co-Pilot, which is really good. We did a little Vlogmas vlog of that. If you guys want to check that out, we'll put it here. So in summary, that's my 2025 vision board. I was able to do a lot, but there was also a lot that I did not get around to doing, and that's okay because progress is progress. So I'm hoping to get some more stuff done in 2026. That's part of my vision, and to also add some new visions to 2026. And I will be making that video this week and posting it next week for you guys. If you want to see my 2026 vision board video, feel free to give a subscribe and a like and push those notification buttons, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.